Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's rank play video we're going to be showing you guys how to push the point as an SMG player, when to push the point, when to rotate, all that good stuff. Let me know down in the comments if you guys enjoy this type of video, if you guys want to see more, what you guys want to see. Let me know down in the comments, I'll make sure to help you guys out. Thank you guys for the constant support. You guys have been absolutely smashing the channel recently. We're so close to 5k. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get into this breakdown. So first of all, you're going to see us go through the P1 didn't really go our way, but the P2 starts, and what I try to do straight away is try to take a little water out there, try to cut the lanes. And I think the biggest thing about cutting lanes on this map is, or on any map to be honest, is the timings. Once you get your timings on and your pacing right, that's when you can make plays, especially with dead silence as a field upgrade. I think once you get the dead silence and you kind of flank the enemies, make the plays, you can get some really nice plays, some really nice 2 and 3 pieces, but it all comes down to the timings. You have to be very, very careful. The game's a bit down right now. We're down by about 40 points into this P3. Now what I'm going to do here is, ideally you have an assault rifle, but I'm the only one up. My teammates aren't really up there, so I'm just going to hold it with an SMG, see what I could do. And I was like, you know what, let me go around here, let me try get a bit closer with the SMG. And you're going to notice what happens as we're going to go through. And as I speak about timing, once again my timing just seems to be a bit all over the place. We go through and there's 3 players pushing the front, so I feel like I'm not playing too bad in terms of my positioning and stuff, but my timings are not going well right now, and it's really important to fix your timings. Timings is everything as an SMG, so let's see how we kind of go through our timings and how we fix it during this game. So we're going to go through. I spot the first guy, nice little headshot. We take out the first guy. I noticed someone else is in the hill, so as I got the ladder, I'm going to center onto him, try to take him out. There you go, my teammates get a massive 2-piece, and now we get 3 down. Okay, we're in a good kind of position there. Right there, I actually saw him, so I could have shot him before I jumped up, but unfortunately I kind of jumped up by accident. And yeah, the game's going back and forward, but I'm like, you know what, I need to lock in there, we need to rotate. We take out one, going to back off straight away, and I am the first person here, so what I need to do is make sure we're kind of holding the spawns. Going to go around here, watch the left hand side. And although I'm using an SMG, I think it's very important to just play, you know, where your team needs you. I'm playing solo queue, so I'm not communicating with my teammates, but I noticed that nobody with an assault rifle is at the back. And you can see right here, this is an obvious mistake. I should be backing off. My teammates are holding the left. There's no need for me to be there, so I'm going to back off, watch the right. I could have done it a second earlier in hindsight, but that's okay. We go through, we take out one. Now the second guy, I see him at the back. We're going to go through. This is a massive, massive play. Somehow it worked. We use a door to finesse, and I don't know how I got that kill, but this is the start here. This is where I get a bit of momentum, a bit of confidence. Going to go through, watch the back here. We spot one, we take him out, we center onto the second, and I mean, we're starting to fry now on a bloodthirsty. We had a poor start, but we're going to go through here. I'm pre-aiming around this corner. I know the third guy's coming, so let's see if we can take him out. 25 seconds. It's really important not to push all the way at the back here, because we don't want to lose the spawns. And what do? I push to the back, because I've got tunnel vision there. I'm not going to lie to you, I've got tunnel vision, but you know what, because we got a 3-piece, because we fried and we almost took out the 4th, I'm going to forgive myself. But right there, that is an example of where, you know, where slaying can become kill whoring. Right there was a bit of a, I kind of overstepped the limit. There's no need for me to overextend to the back there. So although I got 3 kills, those kills weren't very valuable because I didn't get the heal, and I didn't get the time, and I didn't get the rotation. So something to be wary about. Be very, very careful. See, see guys, I'm honest, man. I got a lot of comments saying I'm a kill whore. I can admit sometimes, you know, I'm trying to find the difference between kill whoring and slaying. And right there, I thought I was a bit kill whory, but that's okay as long as we kind of work on our mistakes and move forward. So going through the front of the hill here, going to take my time. My teammate has spawned out, so straight away I realized they're going to be at the back. We turn around, we take out one, we take out the second, and this is what I mean, man. We're starting to fry now. We're doing really good. We're kind of slow down the pacing, being a bit more accurate. We make this guy one shot. Going to dive to the left here, and what do I see? Another Tim the Tap Man skin comes through. We take him out. Going to go on this rock here. We're about to double up on cruise missiles. We're having an amazing game so far, and there you go. We double up on cruise missiles, doing everything right now. We were down by so much, so the fact that we kind of got back into the game just kind of shows right now how good of a job we're doing. Going to the front of the hill. Let's see what happens. We spot a guy in middle. I kind of waited for him to be out in the open. That wasn't the case, so he absolutely fried me. I maybe could have used my cruise missile before it doubled up, but that's okay. Let's see what we could do here. And looking back at this, I don't remember when I used my cruise missile, but I think P1 is a great kind of place to use a cruise missile. But let's see what happens. We're going to go through the left here. I'm using an SMG, so this hill is always a weird one, man, but we get some great shots off. Now that kill, I think that kills everything there. That kill was massive. We take him out. We take Tim out again. That's a 2-piece, and now we're just in a really good kind of position. And we're going to go through. This guy does see me. He centered onto me before I even saw him. He absolutely fries me, and now we're in an even game, man. Again, I could be using my cruise missile here. I'm not really sure when I'm going to use it, but now's a really good example of using it. Gonna go through, watch the top pair, see what my teammates can do. That's 2 down. Looking at the hill is quite empty now. I'm trying to watch over. Maybe this is a better position for an assault rifle player. I can either back off or maybe cut the lanes through middle. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through the left, try cutting the lane, see what I can do here, and let's see how it kind of works out as we go through. Right, no one's there. That's fine. So we're gonna back off, try to rotate here, and just see if we can make a play, man. While my teammates are in such a good position, I think this is one of the biggest kind of problems I have personally, is when my teams will set up, I feel like, okay, what do I need to do? I feel like I always need to do something on the map. Sometimes I need to slow down the pacing, literally just relax. And this is what I wanted to talk about: when to push the point, when to cut the lanes. Sometimes I personally need to work on just holding the point, let my teammates push out and just kind of hold the lane like I'm doing now. So you can see right now my teammates are around me. I'm going to sit in the hill, use a cruise missile. This is really unfortunate. I didn't expect him to have a trophy system there, but the trophy comes through. But again, we're in a really good spot here. My teammates are there. I'm just going to back off, watch the right hand side. Now this is where I feel like I'm playing slightly better. I'm playing a bit more conservative. I'm playing a bit more kind of watching over my teammates, allowing him to sit in the hill, and I'm not pushing out and throwing my life here. You can see I'm watching the back right, because the reason I'm watching the back right door, right, is kind of right side of the water, is because if my teammate dies, I'll be able to jump in the hill and trade him, where if I watch the back right, I can do what I'm doing now. I can kind of balance between the two, and now it's about rotating. So it's all about finding the balance when you're pacing as an SMG. So my teammates on the old hard point, I'm like, okay, let me rotate here, let me watch the front of the hill for a few seconds. Even these few seconds, I could probably rotate here. There's no need to watch the side. I'm going to watch the left here, but this guy's already looking at me. Now this is really important. You see those 2-3 seconds where I was watching over my teammate? Imagine I didn't do that and I went straight for the rotation. I would have been there a second before my opponent. I hope that makes sense. I hope that little domino effect makes sense in your guys' heads, and I kind of explained it well. But right there, if I kind of turned around and watched that position in middle map before my opponent came, I would have had that kill, and it would have been a lot easier of a rotation. So we're going to go through, man. We're going to see what we can do. The opponent's normally on this left window going to go, oh, I kind of trolled here. I'm not even going to lie, yo. I kind of trolled right there. Missed some few shots, but you know what? That's nothing to really talk about. That's just, at that point, you just got to make sure your opponent's dead if you shoot them. That happens to be quite a lot. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Let me know if that happens to you as well. I feel like a lot of people do. I feel like even pros do that sometimes. They shoot when they stop shooting when the opponent's not even dead. But that's all right. Going to go through, jump up, and we've learned from our mistake. We're not going to jump up without clearing the hill. Going to go through, try to camera the opponent. I actually missed my jump there. I wanted to jump over my opponent and get the momentum on our side. But you can see we were down by so much in the beginning of the game, but we actually managed to go through. I traded my teammate, going to back off, watch the back of the hill, and now in this position, what I'm doing is looking at the minimap, and right, my teammates are on the old hill with us, okay? So the way we want to approach the situation is we probably want to go through the left. We want to break the spawns through the left, see what we can do. Maybe, you know, chuck a stun or a nade. This guy's right there, going to jump around. My teammate comes with me. We get the trade off. I picked up attack here, so I'm like, let me go on the top here. While my teammate pushes through, I'm going to watch over, see if we can take anyone out. There's a guy right there. So let's recenter onto him. Snap onto him. Right, he's still there. He's waiting. Let's try to take him out. We make him a bit weak. My teammate pushes through. We're going to look over, and there you go. We get the kill. Once again, great play, man. Pushing through the spawns. It's always important to make sure you hold the spawns before you get on the hill. Right, as we go around this corner, let's take him out. Boom, another kill. Jump around the corner with momentum. I'm assuming he's going to be at the back of the hill, so we're going to go through once again. Nice little drop shot. And there you go, another cruise missile. Our third cruise of the game. Absolutely frying them. Look how cracked I am right now, man. I'm chucking knives out the window. I don't even know what I'm doing at that point. Gonna go through to the new hardpoint. We only need about 30 seconds left of this new hardpoint here, so let's see how we approach this one. Now, looking back at this, I've actually realized the way I've rotated, I probably, well, yeah, I've died anyways, but I actually think the best way of me rotating in that position, I probably should have went all the way to the left, gone underwater, and wrapped all the way around. Because of the timings, I feel like that would have worked out a lot better. But I've got the cruise missile. I believe I use a cruise missile on this hill, and I actually don't like that play at all. This hill is very conserved inside. There's normally a lot of trophy systems, so I probably should have saved it for the P1. But let's kind of see what happens here. We're going to go through, and there you go. Yeah, I used a cruise missile. Really poor kind of play. The reason I used a cruise missile, right, because I thought my teammates had control of the hill, and I was going to watch the lanes. I was going to cut through the front, but what happened is as I went in the cruise missile, my teammates died, and things go from bad to worse. I jump out in a terrible position. That was just a really bad play right there. First, a cruise missile, because obviously the streak didn't do anything. The second of all, I jumped out into sight where my opponent was looking right at me. And second of all, even if my opponent wasn't looking at me there, me with an SMG, that's such a difficult gunfight for me to win. So really kind of difficult gunfight, but it is what it is. We move over to P1, and this is where I feel like, you know, I was getting a bit worried, man, because our opponent had a great hill there, but my teammates get a 3-piece. Although it's not ideal with the rotation, we're going to get the scrap time, and now all we need is about 10 seconds. So let's see how we play this. I was going to go all the way around it, but I realized that my teammates got control of the hill, so instead of going around, we're going to push through. Again, it's all about the timing right there. Do I go on the hill? Do I push the lane? I went to push the lane. I maybe could have just stayed there. I literally could have went prone, watched the lane, got a kill or two, and it would have been a complete different game. But the pressure's on here, and you guys are going to laugh at this one. Oh my god, look, what am I doing? absolutely trolling. This is supposed to be a guide video. It's supposed to be teaching you guys stuff. I just taught you what not to do. Never dive out the window like that. I don't know what I just did there. I'm not even going to explain it because I don't know the thought process. Going to go through, make that guy one shot. Now this is a really good play. My teammate breaks the hill. I didn't do anything at the end, but overall I think we did a really good job in a very stacked lobby, man. You can see a proper full diamond lobby. And I just want to show you guys when to push the point. And there was a lot of times there where my timings were slightly off, but overall I think we played pretty well. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please drop a like. It helps us massively. Thank you again for all your support. You guys have been going crazy on the channel. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.